18.2 meters. Okay. Say hello.
Hello.
Hi, Lila.
Hi.
My love. And now, many of you out there in the world have taken this exam. And story goes as such. When my parents sent me away to a cult, unbeknownst to them, so it's not their fault, they didn't know. Unbeknownst to them, to a cult in the northern panhandle of the state of Idaho, in the Union of the United States of America. A little mining town called Bonners Ferry, Idaho. My parents sent me initially to go to the Ascent Boot Camp on Ruby Ridge in Naples, Idaho, which is where Randy Weaver had his son and dog shot by the FBI. Anyway, they had the boot camp up there on Ruby Ridge, and the company that owned Ascent Boot Camp, they also owned a number of therapeutic boarding schools down the mountains, up in California, Idaho, California and Idaho, and these therapeutic institutions were places to send the bad teenagers, the troubled teen, the kids very young having sex, engaging in recreational drug use, etc., and so on and so forth. Now, my way of getting to know kids that were coming to RMA, which is the name of my school, was I hatched a little quiz that I would give to all newly interred adolescents that were coming to RMA. So anytime a new kid came to the school, one thing they had to do, according to me, even though I had no authority whatsoever, I was just another student there, was they had to take the WH Interpersonality Questionnaire. And that stands for Walker-Hickson Interpersonality Questionnaire. And that is because Walker-Hickson is a portion of my name. My name is P.D. David Walker-Hickson. So this is the Walker-Hickson Interpersonality Questionnaire. And I'm administering it to my present girlfriend and lover, Layla Marie Soon, who ordinarily I administer this test to any girl whom I'm dating. It's just a way of getting to know them. But she says that she was never given this test, or at least she does not recollect having. Where are my cigarettes? Having
Right here.
mental.
I don't remember taking it test unless you were overdoing it.
Well, I guess not. Well, maybe you'll remember as I begin asking you the questions. Maybe some will ring a bell, because there are very distinctive questions as a part of this quiz. Okay. Darling. Okay. And you'll have to speak loudly, my dear, because the microphone, he doesn't necessarily hear you very well. I don't think. Or you can sit right there. There we go. There you are in the picture. Oh, lovely. I like that. I like that. Now, we're not going to be able to see what we look like to everybody else. Because I have to read these questions, and
You have to read them?
I'll be reading them off the computer screen. All right.
Okay.
Fuck. If only this was working properly, but it's not. You know what? I think I am gonna get my phone and read the questions off the phone.
Okay.
But the gay thing is, we all right. We're gonna have to record the answers at a different juncture. We go right now that all the space is filled up with Slicker Radiss's answers. Okay. Okay, baby. Ready? Okay. What is your full name, birth date, and age?
My full name is Lila Marie Suman. And my age is 34. My birthday is 11/3/86.
That means what?
What?
November
November 3rd,
3rd. Okay.
1986.
19. Is that so nasty? What is your favorite color?
Purple.
What is your mother's maiden name?
It's Rost. Rost.
Do you watch the television set?
Sometimes.
What is your favorite musical group or artist?
I would say Nine Inch Nails is my favorite music group.
That's my answer. It's very serendipitous. Have you ever been in love?
Yes. Or at least I thought I was at the time.
Are you religious?
No.
Do you read?
Occasionally.
What is your favorite book?
I don't know. I don't really have one.
Cats or dogs?
Cats.
What is your favorite season and why?
My favorite season is spring because I like the feeling that it gives me when everything stops snowing and all the weather stops being bad and it starts getting warm and then it starts melting. Flowers start blooming. Trees start getting leaves and sun starts coming out.
You like the renewal element to it, I take it.
Yeah.
School studies, occupational pursuits. What did you study in school?
I mostly did art in school. In high school, I did painting, drawing, clay. I did. I played flute and band for a short time, and then I had a tutor at home, and I also was in ballet all through high school. So I did that 7 days a week for 5 to 8 hours a day. after school.
What is your favorite physical feature of the opposite sex?
I would say their eyes. Probably on that.
Do you enjoy your sex life?
I do.
Do you behold a sexual fetish or prefer to act?
Prefer to act in sexual fetish.
Like, do you have a sexual fetish, or do you ever prefer to act in sexual act? Like,
Not really. I like to try different things, but I don't have a specific fetish.
okay. Do you have any children?
I have 2.
What are 2 names that you could see giving to future children?
That would take me a long time to figure out. Pretty much out of my first son's first name, the last minute, and I like to pick out names that are not common, but not like trashy common names. I like Irish names or German names.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate is my favorite.
Do you have siblings?
I have 2 siblings that are alive and 2 that are dead.
And what were their sexes?
I had 1 sister and a brother that passed away, and I have 2 other brothers that are alive.
How important is money to you?
It's important, but it's not something that I can obsess over, really. It comes and goes. It's not something you can take to the grave with you.
What do you appreciate most in the personality of the opposite sex?
Their sense of humor and
Right on.
and their ability to communicate to me.
Do you like to dance?
I do.
Did you dream last night? What is the last dream you can remember?
I did dream last night, but I don't really remember it. And the last dream I remember, geez, I don't know. I have to think about it now. Sometimes I remember my dreams right when I wake up, and then I forget them a couple seconds after. But see, I think I was telling you about a dream I had not too long ago. I don't know if I can remember. I don't really know.
What do you commonly daydream or fantasize about?
I guess future things that I should
Yes?
be accomplishing. A goal.
Yeah. Open the door, I cannot hear you. Yeah.
Put some shoes
Oh,
and shirt and crackers out and coffee thing.
Oh, okay.
thank you.
Because David, Bobby just talked to David or Sarah a few minutes ago. He hasn't even left. 6 hours.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
Huh.
So they're
I
maybe
don't
coming.
have them, but there's very nice shrimp and bursa and blue cheese.
Thank you.
He's got a vegetable tray too.
Oh, okay. That's good. As long as you had something.
Yeah.
Alright. What
is the most vivid, influential dream you can remember?
What? I'm sorry, what?
What is the most vivid or influential dream which you can remember?
Remember. Hmm. Let me think. I guess it would be when my mom died. I had a dream about her um, spirit being comforted and that she was in a happy place, like in a warm, happy place. And I dreamed about it. That and knew that she was in a safe place after she died. I felt that she was trying to communicate to me through my dream to let me know that she was um, okay and in a comfortable place. The rest of my family members are there.
Are you primarily assertive, aggressive, passive aggressive?
Well, assertive is more. What's the definition of assertive?
You communicate directly what you're feeling, what you want. You don't really have problems with saying what you want or need. That's
I'm more assertive, and then I guess it depends on what the circumstances are. I can be aggressive if I'm trying to achieve something, like a goal of mine that I want to achieve. I can be more, I guess, aggressive towards like a goal that I want to achieve.
The clerk gives you back too much change. How do you react?
I probably would just say something and tell her to double check how much change she gave me, or most likely either that or I wouldn't have paid attention and just thrown it in my purse.
Well, you want to know my honest truth. I would keep mum on it. I wouldn't say a damn word.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't
Honestly,
even
that's
say
what I
anything
do,
because I
yeah.
probably wouldn't know
Would you rather live in the city or the country?
the country.
What do you fear the most?
Let's see. I don't know. I guess I would have to say being alone or being lonely. Because I hate being alone and I hate being lonely.
Number 32. How will you die?
Most likely either overdose or of old age.
Have you ever been suicidal?
Yes.
Number 34. Which single word might best describe you?
Observant.
Number 35. How is your immune system described?
Healthy.
You and a group of 5 people are given a box of flowers and tasked with making individual bouquets for a room of 15 strangers. What is the first thing that you do?
Well, I would assume we would all
Well,
have.
I don't want you to assume what we would do. What is the first thing that you do?
With 5 other people. Wait, what?
You and a group of 5 people are given a box of flowers and tasked with making individual bouquets for a room of 15 strangers. What is the first thing that you do?
The first thing that I do would probably say something to everyone, and that would be trying to talk to the group about who's going to do what. Like, who's going to make the bouquets, who's going to put water in the vases, who's going to do this, who's going to do that. I think it's better to have a plan of the group and an understanding on what we're all going to do instead of just everybody going and doing whatever, not figuring it out. I think there should be some kind of an order to the process.
Do you identify with your mother or your father the most?
Mostly my mother.
What is your nationality?
I am Caucasian and German. European descent. I don't know.
Caucasian is your race. Your nationality would be what you descend from.
European descent.
Which countries?
I'm Swedish, Polish, Irish, German, and Scottish.
Okay.
But
And
I'm mostly German.
the last question: what comes to mind when you think of me?
Um, I would say friendship and being with a person that I can comfortably talk to and relate to. And I guess I like our conversations and our jokes.
Uh, so,
There's not a whole lot of people that are good conversationalists, but I think that you
thank you. And that is the Walker-Hickson interpersonality questionnaire. And I would administer that to any new adolescent who was finding themselves trapped at this Cedar School. And I still give this test to people that I meet nowadays. Because it is a grand way to get topics to bring up for conversation, have conversation about. I find.
Well, how do you know? How do you score it? Or do you score it?
There really isn't. There really
Just
isn't.
something to get to know people.
Yeah,
There's just something to get to know people, and there's really no
Right
anything
around.
particular. No, there are no right or wrong answers. It's just my way of probing into the mind of an individual whom I do not know. And,
Why did you choose some of the questions that you chose?
Curiosity. The test definitely needs to be. It needs to have another draft done of it. Like, it needs to be revamped because I've grown older, and there are questions which I could ask that don't have to be obvious, but could be very good indicators of one thing or another.
Mm.
I could have sworn that there was a question on the questionnaire that spoke specifically to a person's preference of sexual position.
Mm.
But
Maybe there was a second page to it. You don't know.
yeah, well, the original document, I believe, is in the walk-in closet behind you, but I'm not for certain. But yeah, so that's the WH and personality questionnaire.
I like.
I like you.
I like you too. Mm-hmm. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yes. Merry Christmas.
Maybe some. Did you do your own questionnaire? Maybe you should questionnaire you. Ooh.
In
Well, do I like my sex life? For the most part, I do. Some things I don't like.